I just wrote most of the songs when I was really down, to be honest. So I dealt with pretty hard months, and I think that's why Blackfield came out, because I was really questioning my DNA. If I'm fucked up from the blueprint, or I just took it from my childhood, or my amateur life. And yeah, I think it's a really honest album, because we feeling, me and Steven, that it's the dark side of the moon of Blackfield. It's turned to be like the X-ray of our both their souls, in a way. I think it's for sure the best album we did so far. One day someone handed me a album called Signify by Porcupine Tree. And in Israel, no one knew who is Steven. And I was so curious to meet the guy who wrote those great songs, really. So we had a meeting in Camden, in some coffee bar. And we started to talk, and it's become like a real friendship. Then I handed him new demos I just did. And he said it's beautiful, and he thought it's a crime for me to stay only in Israel. And he said that I must put out my art to the world. And so we both just opened those heavy gates, and the first track was Open Mind for Blackfield. And since then it's the history. No, I'm dealing with God. Not that much, I think. No, it's I think Blackfield in my song, it's about common feeling, about it's kind of like universal things. It's not about Israel at all. I'm not carrying the Jerusalem flag on my back. No way. No, that's why it touched so many people. It's not about Israel. It's about my life, and I turned to be born in Israel. For sure, regarding production, less 80s, let's say. Steven is really serious about the production. I must say I'm more the songwriting stage. But I think both of us, we have like this real love between us. I took from him lots of things, and so Steven took from me a lot of things. All of my chords are changing. You can definitely hear it on the last Porcupine Tree albums. My Ashes, if you know this track, it's really Aviv Geffen moments. So it's cool, yeah. No, no. I got my own career, which is great. I got a Blackfield with Steven, and that's it. For me, Blackfield, it's a full-time job. It's not something that, and for Steven also, it's not like a side project. He appreciates if I'm doing my solo stuff. I appreciate if he's doing his solo stuff, or with Porcupine Tree. But Blackfield, it's a serious thing. It's going to be here, a while. Me, most of my life I was waiting for my dad to come home, and my mom always keeps saying, Aviv, soon you'll meet him. And I remember me really standing at the corridor in my old house when I was pretty young, and was waiting he'll come home tonight, and I'll find out in the morning, like presents on my band. And it's really like a waiting song, and it's a true story. I must say, we just spoke last night, that the show that I'm waiting the most, it's Mexico, because we never played there. We never played Mexico and Canada. which for me it's a big thing. And I never was in Mexico. I was all over the world, not in Mexico. I was in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I played there, but so for me it's really exciting to get there. And from my websites, there's tons of fans for Blackfield. So it's gonna be the first really touch, which is the best thing during live shows.